It says an error occurred.
Thank you.
They were asking. I definitely did, but they were asking. It says
Okay, here we are. Hi, everybody.
Hi,
everybody.
Hey, welcome to our live talkback. Hello, patrons.
Hi,
Hello,
And
patrons.
thank you for being
and
a
then
patron.
people later.
Thank you for being a patron at the $1 level a month. And if you're watching this
At
on
least.
the recorded version,
Give us
there'll be diggly doos down there. A little link for you to click.
Click his diggly do, please.
Click my diggly do.
Click
Much
the
like
diggly
Arya
do.
got her diddly do.
And give us $1. All right, so let's light the. Let's write the.
Yeah,
the
let's light the
black flame candle.
Can you see it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is speak.
Oh, yes. So, my brother and his wife made me a dragon egg candle for Christmas last year. So, we finally get to a year and a few months later light it and see. So, every talkback we're going to have a candle
there's
burn.
a
Fan
fan
might
on.
be an issue, but we'll see.
It'll be fine.
It is fine. It is.
No, it's fine.
I think it's going to be okay. I think it's
No,
going to
it's going to
hold.
screw up the wax.
survivor.
Just turn the fan off.
Sure, the wax. What?
Let's see
Turn
how
the
it
wax.
goes.
It won't
Anyways.
burn naturally. Turn the fan off.
Oh, he's very particular with that.
All right.
If it's not melting properly, that's
Siri,
really gets us
Turn the
going.
fan down.
Over there.
Welcome to Patreon exclusive
Yeah.
of us talking
It's about to die.
how the fan needs to be
Perfect.
turned
Turn the
off
fan off. You're
for the
good.
candle
Okay,
wax to
so-
not burn improperly.
So, well, no, let's
Anywho.
do intros first. We have not introduced ourselves to our
my
patrons.
God. Great.
I'm
We're a bunch
Audie.
of bumbling, drunken idiots.
Speak for yourself.
I'm Andrew.
I'm Jacob.
I'm Lauren.
I'm Thomas in the back.
I'm Kate.
I'm Mark.
I'm Zach.
I'm Crystal.
We're the Knights of the Drunk Watch.
And
now our talk
begins. You guys, our brains
Shots.
are fucked.
Oh, wait, where was
Shots?
Or
Oh,
shot.
the shots now.
There's so many fucking rules on my own channel. It's so crazy. All right, so nugget number 1.
There are 2 waters.
By the way, you're here for the episode 8.
Jamie.
I don't know if I
Season
count.
eight.
Do I count?
You count what?
Jamie.
No, oh yeah, counter. What?
So Jamie is on trial.
Yeah.
That was a very short
Trial.
Sansa, and Danny
was
wants to
just-
kill everybody.
Yeah, Danny's ready to
Yeah.
play.
You
Danny's
killed
like,
my father. Well, your father was a bitch.
How many
okay?
times has this been
we
trial
all
by
just-
Winterfell? And your brother was
No
a fucking
shit.
asshole. Why are you listening
Can we
to
all
your
just
fucking brother?
be done with Danny?
melted
Is
his
anybody else
fucking-
just
I'm
fully
done.
done with Danny?
I'm not fully, but I'm
not done with
getting.
her, but I
She's
was
playing
over
her
it.
part.
I was over it this
definitely
episode.
over it.
This episode, I was like, I'm tired of you and
Well,
your
that
shit.
She
can
can
go
die.
to our bitch please nugget because
Oh,
we
bitch
had a lot of
please.
moments where like Danny would just do something and be like, bitch please, like what are you doing?
And you know what's really interesting about that is she hasn't changed.
Oh,
She's still the same person. One second, and I'll finish really quickly. She's still the same person that she was in Essos, but she was in a barbaric place. Think about the Dothraki. Think about what she's been
but
dealing
her
with.
motives
the
have
Slaver's
been
Bay.
very
No, her motives
targeted
were.
now.
But see, that's the problem. Her motives were to free the slaves, so she still had a noble reasoning for doing what
But
she's
now
doing.
she's
True.
an outsider.
But now she's conquering. She
No, and-
is doing it strictly for the power.
And she's having to start to like play the game more than she ever like she's had to play the
Yeah.
Essos game. Now she's in Westeros.
Right.
And it's a completely different
New
game.
game,
And I think
bitch.
It is a new game.
Even if she is using the same tactics, us seeing her
feel like
in,
it's time
the
for this, isn't it?
Western, yeah, maybe. Us seeing her in the Westeros version of her using her same tactics but to play the game
Yeah.
is off-putting.
Yeah.
I think.
Well, because see, and yeah, like I said, like the Game of Thrones in Essos was really just about her going in and taking power. But now that she's come to Westeros, she is an outsider to all of these people. Like they've been playing this game for years already. Like ever since Bran fell from the window, they've been playing this game, and now she comes in and. Like I said,
But
like
the
She's trying to
Targaryens
break the
haven't
wheel.
even been-
I just want to say that this discussion is not about Jamie. Because we went from Jamie to Danny
No, we
Oh, but-
said
okay, but
real
hold on.
fast, you guys.
Let's
So
talk about bitch
we're
please.
talking about Danny right now,
No, we-
not Jamie. Okay, there we
Oh,
go.
wait, hold on. Zach
We
had
went to-
something.
we went to
Alright.
bitch.
Oh,
oh,
all right,
Okay,
so,
well, fuck me.
Okay.
Alright.
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
fuck you.
And blackout.
That's all I want to say.
Sorry, I
No,
had to
I'm just
clarify.
kidding.
I had to
Alright,
clarify.
So in Essos, it was easy. You had this like really like this group of people that was like really oppressed. So you could just be like, all right, I'm gonna show up. I'm gonna be like, hey, I will appeal to your needs. You have the majority. By appealing to your needs, we can overthrow the people that are actually in power. But when it comes to Westeros, it's a little bit different because you don't have the people. The power structure isn't the same way. You don't have these group of people.
Okay.
They're completely fucked over. It's like, yeah, obviously the North is really large, but there's not a huge population density to it. So you can't just be like, hey, Northerners, like the North. Like, it's like, okay, the King of the North, and yes, and the Warden of the North has existed for quite a while. But you can't just be like, hey, the North, come with me. You have to like give them because
you don't have a bad guy to go up against.
Yeah, they want to be independent, so you can't be like
they're the Texas of Westeros.
Yeah, they are the Texas.
And then like be me. It's like we are Negan. No, that doesn't work that way.
I think, and I'll give it right back to you. I think
you're
I'll
fine.
give it
Give
right
me
to you,
that.
Zach. I
I
think
was
the
randomly
problem
at that point.
is
Ha-ha!
putting it up. I think the problem is putting her up as a foil against Jon. Like, she was fine when she was separated from Jon, but when you put her up against the sacrifices that he's made for his people, she has not sacrificed for her people. She's only sacrificed for herself.
Like nothing at all.
Okay, so my point is all that shit doesn't matter.
We don't have time for this.
Because she talks mad game about Cersei, but Dany and Cersei are playing the losing. We're not even battling about the fucking chair.
Yeah.
It's not about the chair. My throne, my kingdom. No one fucking cares, bitch.
Yeah.
And like everyone there is like, we're gonna fight these dead people. And you're gonna sulk over there because you can't sit in that fucking chair.
Right. She's still worried about who is my hand and who is this.
Yeah. It's annoying.
Well, see,
I agree with you, Zach.
And you realize a lot of the arguments, like the only people that are willing to make allies are the people who have seen the Army of the Dead. Yeah. Which, we know right now,
she's seen it too.
So, I feel like a lot of it will change after this battle. Well, everyone's
I don't
probably
think she's
gonna be
in
dead by then.
Yeah.
But once everyone sees the Army of the Dead and realizes, wow, we do need to fight together, then a lot of things might change.
I want to go back to Crystal's point. That this started off about Jamie.
And this is what Andrew really wants to talk about. So.
And I just want to say that I was right.
Oh boy.
Jamie's story is a hero arc, and he's been redeemed. And
no
even
one
Brandon
argued with
doesn't
him.
give a shit about being pushed out the window because he wouldn't have become a better person if he didn't do it.
Three-eyed Raven.
Better person?
He is a better person than he was at the beginning.
He's a different person.
Yeah.
He is better.
person.
He is honorable.
He's a hero.
Kate has a dragon.
I would also like to add that I don't think we gave enough credit to Rough Jamie last week. When he pulled off that hood, I don't know what Jamie we were expecting, but woof, we got a good
Drink.
one.
Oh, yeah.
Brute, Jamie Brute.
I agree.
All right, next nugget.
Oh, hold on. Do you have the?
Oh
you have the
no, I was just backing up Andrew. I'm glad that you always saw Jamie that way because I've been saying it since I've watched this. Jamie
I got a good
lost his
next one.
hand. He lost the thing that dishonored him, and he's kept his honor and tried
Oh,
to
I
get
never
it back
thought about
in
it
a whole
that
brand
way.
new way because he's not the golden lion that fought anymore.
Yeah.
He's something else because he already
Pretty sure it's
dishonored
not the
that
hand
part of
he
him.
used, but okay.
And
No,
he
it would be.
has-
It's his sword hand.
He is going to regain his.
No, not
notoriety
Bran. The
and
stabbing.
love.
He lost his honor when he became the Kingslayer.
He
That
lost
makes
his
sense.
sword hand when he killed his own king as a member of his kingdom.
Yeah.
But he did it for a reason. However, he lost all honor he had in anybody's eyes.
Yeah, I like that. I
And
like that.
Ever since he lost his hand, he has done nothing but try to hold on and regain a sense of honor that he lost.
I like it.
Just to finish up, we do get the pointing, like Brienne pointed out that he lost his hand because he was sticking up for her.
Yeah,
Right.
that's
And
true.
so, like you know, we kind of forgot that, but
That
he
moment
was
was
getting
so
shit
great.
because he did keep them from like raping her, but also like he got in trouble.
I have
You gotta
only
move
one
on.
last
One
final
more
thing. You
thing
can
else.
hold on to
Okay.
it. I love the relationship that has developed between Sansa and Brienne.
Yeah.
Like Brienne was just like this guy, and
Complete
Sansa was like,
devotion.
you got it, whatever.
Yeah.
Like I'm with you. I love it.
The other hero's journey, which is Theon, that we got,
Yes.
which is maybe like the most. Again, Adi said it was one of the most emotional reunions we have had.
That's like we got drinking the great
I-
glass.
Yep.
No, I said it was one of the most emotional reunions we've had since Sansa and Jon were reunited. Because, like, even more so, like, Sansa's been, like... Actually, well, because we realized the last time they saw each other was right after they escaped Winterfell.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
she wanted him to stay, and he was like, "No, I can't. I have
He
to."
Oh,
saved
and
her. He's
and
her
it-
savior.
And it's what Brienne was saying. She wouldn't have been there to save Sansa and Theon if Jaime hadn't done for her what he
Right.
did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He sent her to
Well, and
find
Sansa would never be where
Sansa.
she is now without Theon.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Brienne-
And no one would be anywhere if Jaime hadn't pushed Bran out the window.
God damn
Wait,
it.
let's say no one would be anywhere
Someone once said life
if
is a
Rhaegar had not
flat
allegedly
circle.
kidnapped
Kidnapped
Lyanna.
Lyanna.
I could
Next
keep
nugget.
going.
Time.
All right, next
Time.
nugget.
Is a flat circle, not life.
We have two that are kind of together. So we have reunions continue and our shipping nuggets.
Let's talk about shipping nuggets second. What
Okay.
other reunions did we have? Ghost is finally
Ghost-
back.
Ghost is
Yeah.
back.
Ghost is
Ghost
just
was
like-
just hanging out.
It's because we got no dragons this episode. Somebody
I
said
kind of
that.
feel like Ghost was kind of like, I've been off camera for a while, so
Okay,
Yeah.
no,
just
and
off camera.
Wait,
Ghost contract required.
I would also like to point out, yes, we know the dragons are full on CGI. The dire
do?
wolves are not full CGI; they are actual animals. But yes, they are placed in there and enhanced to look bigger. But they do film real live animals for those ghosts.
Ghost looked like he was standing on a soapbox and was a
Yeah.
albino husky.
Yeah.
Ghost
Yeah.
looking a little hungry these days.
Yeah. We got
Uh,
Jorah and Lyanna.
Yeah, Jordan,
Oh,
Lyanna.
that was
Which
great.
was kind of a sweet moment, and then we also got Sam and Jorah with the Heartsbane.
That was a
Yeah,
great
that was the
moment.
best.
That was
That was a really good of mirroring when the Lord Commander gave John his
yeah.
family sword and
And I think that that's another. I think this was a lot of hero redemption arcs because Jorah finally regained his honor back after he'd fallen in Westeros. Because yeah, okay, he was regaining in Essos, but nobody in Westeros supported that. But finally, he is now officially honorable in Westeros.
Yeah, because I mean, he was kind of trying to fuck over people in Essos, but then like was like, "Hey, I fucked up. I'm sorry," and then like followed through with his, "Hey, I fucked up. I'm sorry," which a lot of people don't do, honestly. But in the end, he's like,
Well,
"Hey."
because
this
most
guy-
people here hold grudges.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And he is okay with Tyrion because he understands that Tyrion knows shit. He drinks and he knows things.
Yeah, I
That's
like
what
that
he
moment a
fucking
lot.
does.
Between
Yeah.
where
Jorah and
Jorah, well,
Dany.
not only Jorah but also
Davos.
also no Sansa spoke highly of Tyrion.
Yeah.
They they built him up at a moment where Dany was doubting him, and she's still Dany enough that she listened to them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I know she's fallen in our eyes,
I feel like
but
she
she
heard
listened
them.
to them.
She's always listened
said there's only one of
to
you.
her advisors.
Yeah.
Whether
Yeah.
or not she follows their advice is different. But
that's what she
us-
blames Tyrion for. She followed his advice. Now she's
Yeah.
But she
Well,
also understands people
Tyrion
make
has not
mistakes.
given the best advice as her and so far, but that's a whole different matter. But what I'm saying, I want to add is that probably the reason a lot of these reunions and a lot of like this, all these redemption things are coming along because at this point they're like so much time has passed. Like it seems whatever one of the characters might have done to wrong another one in the past, are like so many worse and terrible things have happened since then.
And they reference that in the show as well. They reference that, like everybody was kind of talking about like, oh, think about where we started. Think about where we came from.
That was a decade ago, motherfucker.
Literally.
Yeah.
Another thing that's come up quite a bit in maybe not initial reunions tonight, but in like second round reunions,
Yeah.
is the shade of the buddies traveling with people who wouldn't shut up.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Because Jorah was like, Tyrion
We're
would
not-
shut up.
And then
And
the
the
Hound.
Hound was like,
Arya
"You're sitting
wouldn't
there now,
shut
you
up."
wouldn't shut up. You were traveling before.
Yes.
So a
Oh
lot
my
of
god!
shade
I feel
there.
like that exact scene leads us into our next.
Well, we didn't
nugget.
talk about the last
No,
reunion.
how about-
What was the last
what-
reunion?
The last reunion is Tyrion and Jamie.
No, there's
Oh.
another one. How
Nobody
about,
talks
how
about that one.
Ron, Sam, and John, or Ed, Sam, and John
Oh.
on the
Oh yeah.
the Night's Watch reunion.
And then,
Watch.
oh my god, I'm
People
sorry,
were
one more.
talking shit.
But when Tormund came
Tormund
flying
ran
out
out.
and tackled John.
And that was, I feel, kind of a cheap moment on Game of Thrones part because they had that fake ass.
They had
redhead.
fake Tormund.
No, and it wasn't even fake Tormund because it couldn't have even been ever considered
No.
that dude wasn't wearing a giant lion mane of red hair, just
Oh, yeah.
like wig, whatever. But so we were just like, look at that fake to fake Tormund, just boom, and like, hang on, wait.
That was so
Well,
great.
the look on Dolores Ed's face too.
Yeah.
Like, he was coming in for a big reunion with John, and then Tormund stole it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that was
Like,
great.
That was great.
But back to the 3 people on the wall, like that was. I really kind of wanted them. I'm hoping during at least the next battle, they recite the Night's
Night's
Watch
Watch.
vows.
Well, like
John
Gren did, right?
They're
Like,
gonna
Like
do
Bran
it in
did,
yeah.
Godwood.
to be powerful.
Oh yeah, can we talk about? I don't think we made this a nugget, but can we talk about the War Council real quick? I mean, we're gonna go into the sex and all of that later, but can we talk about the War Council room?
Yeah, so there was a
Yeah.
pretty badass war council where they had to decide
They had a pretty
how
little
they were
map.
gonna do this because
Yeah.
they cannot do it
That map was
successfully.
just like half White Walker
Yeah.
everywhere.
And so
Well,
Bran
yeah,
was
probably
like,
every
"Let
little
me be
block
bait."
represented like a
Yeah.
And Bran
Yeah, I mean,
what?
so that's their plan is
Bran
that
said, "Let me. He can find me. I am marked. He knows where I am always. Let me be bait, and
Yeah.
we can. Because the only way there is no other way to kill this army other than to kill the Night King. If we can't kill him, then
But, like-
there's nothing we can do."
Bran doesn't know a whole lot, but Bran knows he's what the Night King wants.
There was a little bit of
Like, that's just-
information.
oh
he
yeah,
dropped
that was
on
the
us
first
there.
information we got about what he wants.
Yeah.
So
About
he
the
wants
purpose
to.
of the three-eyed raven.
Oh.
But see,
Eternal Night.
I don't trust that Bran has it all figured out.
I agree with
think
you. It's
that's-
possible
I think
he may
that's
not.
a really big, not mislead, but you want this
He's right.
So I think it also is the way that Bran consumes all of this knowledge is he is the
Internet saying
impartial knowledge. Like he is just
Right.
like, "Oh yeah, I saw a dragon and it had ice." He's not upset about it. He's not pleased. He just
He is
has,
simply a computer
and so the
spitting
other
out
thing
information.
He doesn't really do is make connections or like add emotion to these. So like if he saw something
His
once
processor
and
is
it
not been
hasn't clicked
updated.
in that it matches with this thing, he's not gonna like
But
necessarily be
okay, sorry, I'm after
omniscient.
Andrew.
He's
that
not.
way.
He's not omniscient. He can just reference anything. He
Right.
needs to, but he
Like
has
a
to
library.
Have, he has to have the know.
Well, I mean, there's a couple of things that Bran kind of like clued us into. First of all, there's been more than 2 three-eyed ravens.
Mm-hmm.
He referenced.
Oh,
that
yeah,
the
that
There
is
goes
great.
my theory.
Yeah.
So the three-eyed raven has
My
a
brand
purpose.
theory is gone.
What?
That he would go
Yeah.
back in the past, get caught there, and become the three-eyed raven.
No.
That's gone.
Wait,
It's done.
wait. You said what?
My theory is wrong.
Keep going.
Anyway,
Drink for shade.
but I mean that's certainly because when the Night King did come to the cave under the tree, he went straight for the three-eyed raven.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
took him out, and that was part of the Max von Sydow's urgency was I have to get you. You have to take on the mantle before he kills me.
So I guess the question is, who is Bran gonna pass it on to?
Yeah.
Sam.
If
Samuel.
Bran dies-
Maybe Sam.
Nah.
Well, no, I mean, I don't know that Bran
No,
is
but your
anyone you
theory
can't pass it
could
on to.
still.
I think if Bran dies, history is lost.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's what they were saying.
But again, it would be super easy for Bran to what you were thinking with your theory that he goes back just to make sure the three-eyed
I
raven
think
lives on.
that
What if
no,
it's
I
like,
don't think
you
it'll
know,
still work.
No,
Yes,
I
Lauren.
mean we have to have something that is a threat.
Mm-hmm.
If Bran is
Well, Lauren
if Bran's
has it.
death isn't a threat because he can just jump back in the time, then that doesn't give us anything to care about. So
But maybe that makes it different though, because the three-eyed raven previously it's been all oral and like mental. It's like you've memorized this. Maybe it's getting to the point where just like in human tradition, back in the
It gets
day
more
it was always
complex.
oral tradition. You passed on the stories to your
Yeah.
successors, and it was just
Oh,
always
so instead
oral
Bran's
tradition.
gonna start
But
writing it
now-
down?
Yeah.
But now Sam has been writing
Oh,
it down.
okay.
Sam has been writing it down and making a written transaction of what the fuck is
I
going
do like the. I
So
like
maybe
the,
that's what it could be.
That was
It's
the
like
point.
Sam has already taken on the role of the three-eyed raven.
That's
Bran
interesting.
is the last of the oral tradition. Sam
That's
has
really interesting.
gone into the future.
I like
Wow.
The written tradition.
Okay.
Well, I mean that
Bran,
makes
you're in
sense
danger,
because
girl.
I mean as we
Right?
saw, Samuel is sitting down there, having been writing so much that he apparently the first time he saw John was in the crypt. Like he didn't even come up to say, "Hey, buddy," and so this also is kind of concluding the fact that the theory that I hated the most that Bran is not the Night King. So far.
Yeah,
From
that
what-
was
So
my
far.
number one
So it
prediction.
seems. So it seems the way that it's telling us, which I've
No,
always
he is
hated
not.
that theory.
I'm telling
but
you
I think
right
they're definitely telling us now. Bran is not the Night King.
But I do like to go back to the original thing. We had the War Council, and we have a plan. The plan is stick Bran out by
Bran's
the
a pinata at the
tree.
tree.
Put Theon and the Greyjoys over there to watch his back.
Oh, that's an
Fodder.
easy.
Then you've got
With the
the
dragon?
dragons flying
Okay.
around watching him, assuming that the Night's King is going to come down on his dragon.
With the dragon, right?
And then we have, as we saw throughout, we had like the moats or whatever that they build.
Which
Trenches.
apparently can light on fire.
Right, obviously.
Right.
And then they have spikes of dragon glass literally all the
All
fuck
over
over
us, yeah.
To have a
Winterfell.
castle of
Yes.
dragon glass.
Like it's getting intense up in this bitch. Like,
Oh my
All right,
God,
are we
it's gonna be
shipping
so-
yet? Can we ship
can we ship now? Have we unleashed the shipping?
Let's ship it.
Ship
Wait,
it.
my first one would be and not like going into any of the details. I just am loving how successful Tormund thinks he is being.
Yes.
Versus Brienne's
Oh,
face.
no.
Brienne's face every time where Tormund's like, "Yeah, I sucked on a giant's titty. That's why I'm so strong," and she's like, "Okay."
Okay.
She's like, I'm gonna scooch my chair over.
But can we talk about Tormund clapping for her when she
Yes.
That guy loves her. He never like. For as much as
gonna
Jamie
die first,
once
gonna piss me
judged
off.
her and looked down, and of course Jamie is grown,
Right,
like
but
Tormund's
Tormund's on
is
it.
all about
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
His society like worships that kind
That
of
strength,
female.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
He wants to make great
big,
Yeah.
Great
Good
big
babies.
I fucking love it. I'm shipping it so hard. I just want them to be in a polyamorous relationship.
See, I don't think he just wants
Yeah,
it for.
Can we just make it happen?
Well, see, I think it's more than sex for Tormund, though. I think he like really likes Brienne.
Yeah.
I think Jamie loves
You think
her.
so?
Did you not see him?
Yeah.
She saved
Oh,
his
yeah.
life just
I mean,
now.
I thought they're-
Tormund saw her walk in. That's all he needed.
Jamie has realized that Brienne can save his life by extolling his virtue. That's what she did, and he is. I also maybe think that he's never seen himself the way Brienne would see him.
He's only ever
And
seen
so-
himself the way Cersei sees him.
Because
So
she
this
was the
is-
first person to know him with honor.
Yeah, this is the first time where he has been seen by
I feel
someone.
like they're just really close friends.
Oh, fuck yourself. I'm done. I just am about to chuck this goddamn dragon.
They can't be friends.
The point is, I ship all three of them. Let them love in peace, but they're all gonna die anyways next episode.
There you go. Yeah.
Oh,
Next ship.
I honestly, I think Tormund's gonna die saving Brienne, and it's
Oh.
going to annoy
Oh,
It's gonna
that would be
beautiful.
great. That would be great.
I mean, Arya, get Arya with those
Arya,
sex eyes.
I
from-
can't.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bow, chicka,
We're already
wow,
there.
wow.
This is what you're here for, Internet. You are here for this.
She saw what she wanted and she got it.
went
Plug in
down
my
there
ears
and
and
she
Yeah.
was just like and then how she started asking about his sexual history while taking her gloves off.
was done.
And she
Yes.
gave him the freaking eyebrows.
She
She's
was
like,
sex leaning the entire episode. She was
about
like,
that, though.
hi.
Hey, Sesame Street could use that kind of clip, and that's how
Right.
you do it, kid.
No.
That's how you do it.
That
Take
was
your gloves off.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For God's
no, but
sake.
good for her, because see, the thing is, Arya had two options that night. She could sit up there with the Hound and Beric Targaryen on the freaking cold ass top of the wall.
God,
Get
yeah.
that
Or
warm
she could
down
go
and get
down to
warm
the
by
forge.
I'm not gonna sit up here with you fucking
There
old
was a lot
fuckers.
of old shaming.
Rest
Well,
in
see,
peace,
but you
headphone
also
users.
saw that you didn't see her fully make her decision until he was like, when he said he was a Baratheon, and she just went,
Oh, what?
gloves. So,
I did
Is
like
your
that.
hammer hard?
I love the little bits of joy, and we got a lot of joy in this one. But one of them was the Hound one. Like, I swear to God, if you start preaching, your
sermon.
priest isn't
I'm
here.
gonna-
Yeah.
It would be
Got it.
real fucking rough if you died 19 times for me to throw you off this fucking bridge.
So good.
It was good.
That was great.
oh,
Too much
well,
humor.
actually, that leads to question. I mean, back to, the whole thing of why was Beric brought back, I think, 7 times, 6 times, something
He's
like
gonna
that.
do something
19
important.
Right, so, and now that Thoros is gone, like, what is his great big purpose? You
Yeah.
think he might dive in there with his... And
I
he
mean,
does
he
have a
just-
flaming
Are
sword.
they gonna
He
get
can
Enter
still set his goddamn
Melisandre.
sword on fire, so he's still got some power within him.
Where's she even at?
He's gonna discover ice skates and then just spin with
Oh
the
my
sun.
god, kid.
Oh, we're not on predictions
Fucking
yet.
windmill
Wait.
wins and everything.
Wait,
Fucking
a bear,
spin it to win it.
Dondarrion on ice?
Okay, so I know we're not in predictions yet, but we did end that scene of Arya and Gendry since we're back to that. That final image was Gendry sleeping peacefully after an amazing night, and Arya
She wore
sort
him
of
out.
How about the Gendry
Worried.
scene?
If she goes steal his
But
goddamn
stick
face.
it in.
No,
Gendry.
no.
Yeah.
She's not gonna steal his face. No, but
Yeah,
it's just
but
that
do
she
you
knows
think-
the battle's
She only
coming,
was
so
one
she's
face
just.
that
Do you
night.
think that there might be a Baratheon Stark baby up in this bitch?
Nah.
The
But
No.
that
first
doesn't
time?
really
Not yet.
hold
I think we're
any
gonna get
power at
9
this
months.
And actually, that's a very good point because we
What
know
does
his
it
father.
matter?
We know
His
his father
father was
seed
very
is strong.
fertile.
The
The
seed
seed
is
The
strong.
seed is strong.
What would that baby matter?
How
And that baby could rule the
No.
fucking
No,
kingdom.
no.
And why do we care?
Or the North.
Why do we
He's gonna
care?
go west of West.
Hush!
So
How
how is Robert?
He has the dragon.
Hold on.
Andrew.
Is that a salt
How
shaker?
fertile the man is irrelevant
Oh.
If
to
she
whether or
is
not
barren.
she gets pregnant.
I know
It's
that
whether
that's not
she-
exactly
whether
true.
she is ready to receive or not. That's what matters.
It's irrelevant that our
Robert-
George R. Martin.
Robert never bore a child.
You know, he bore tons of children.
Well, it's true. He bore bastards, but he didn't bear any with.
Well, if he's
Yeah.
his father, if he's his father's son, chances are he might
She
be able
probably-
to.
No,
Yeah.
it's
He might be able to get the job.
because
Well,
Cersei wouldn't let. No,
She
she
bore
didn't
one
have.
with
Where have we
Cersei.
gone with
Yeah,
this?
but
I don't
no.
know.
Here's the
That's
thing.
why
No,
I'm
with
like-
Cersei, she
The
told
Gendry
Ned.
Arya
Hey, I
when
guessed
he's-
with everybody
Oi!
this time.
Oi!
No, Cersei said to Ned a long time ago, whenever he would climb on me drunk, I would finish him off in other ways.
Yeah.
So pretty much Cersei made
Oh,
sure
yeah,
that
he
what
never
he
came
did.
beside her.
Yes.
Thank you for your
Okay,
dollar, by
next
the way.
nugget. We're
Sorry.
past Arya.
Way
and Gendry.
too much fun.
Every
Okay.
single time we laughed, all we could feel was, oh
I
god,
felt
they're all
pain.
gonna die terrible deaths.
I felt pain
We
inside
were
him.
cackling. This shit was amazing.
Dragon in the back. Dragon in the back.
Dragon in the
So,
back.
I have this theory that because Tyrion mentioned the fact that they've all survived so much that everyone in that little circle is going to be dead.
I mean,
Why
it's
would he
very
mention that?
possible.
You know what I mean? Like, why would he mention that?
That was a
Why
final.
would he even- yes.
Is everyone other than Tyrion going to be out on the battle?
We're still not sure what Tyrion's doing.
I don't know what
He's
Davos
supposed
is
to be in the
doing.
basement,
Onion
but
Knight
we don't
going
know.
to survive.
Wait,
Yes.
Onion Knight going to survive.
No, I'm sorry. So my question
Yes.
is, as of now, what we know where they're supposed to be when the battle
Yes.
starts, he's the only one who's supposed to be in the crypt.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
In that circle.
And it
That-
seems like Samwell won't be.
He's gonna be
Okay.
in the crypts too.
Wait,
We
will
know that
Davos
he
have
gave-
access to the privy in the crypts? 'Cause
Oh,
we
yeah,
know
he needs
likes
to
sh-
go poop.
He needs to get his pre-war
No, but
shit.
Davos is going to fight. I think
No,
he's
Da-
going.
Davos
went
will
to
be
the
out there
stables.
fighting.
If he
Davos
if
will
he
be out.
survived the Battle of the Bastards
Davos
and
will
Yeah.
be
Blackwater,
fighting.
he's gonna be fighting.
I think Davos
Also-
will survive all of this somehow.
Just Davos.
Somehow.
The
Just-
three-eyed Davos.
Davos is gonna sit on the.
As part, we have to mention as part of the way too much fun, Brienne getting knighted.
Oh.
And the biggest fucking smile I've ever seen on that woman's face.
Oh,
That
yeah.
was
Oh my
so
God.
ama-
With
I just-
tears.
With tears.
I
yeah.
was in tears.
The moment where Sam found out that his family was dead and his face
Yeah,
is
that
the
was-
yin to Brienne's smiles yang. Like
yeah.
those were just complete polar
Yeah.
opposites
It's
for two
amazing.
characters
All right.
that we love
How
equally.
about Pod's song
Oh,
and
Podrick.
Tormund's story?
Oh.
Again, let's loop back into what I said. Tormund thought he was being like gulping
He's like,
down
I'm winning.
a whole horn of milk. This is the sexiest thing.
Well,
she's
this is
ever
how men.
seen.
This is how men court women in my land. Gone to the wall.
Where was the
And she's
ghost
just
of your
like,
grit saying,
"The
I know you never
fuck?"
fucked and suckled on a giant's teeth?
I can't wait to rewatch this.
I know you've
Oh,
never fucked a man.
Are we ready to wrap it?
Any last
Clop,
battle
bitches.
starting?
I don't think
Clop,
Tormund believes in
clop.
wrapping
Ghidorah
Clop,
says,
clop. Can we get a hashtag clop, clop?
Hashtag clap clap.
Clop,
The
clop,
two-
bitches.
it. Or is it
Clop,
clop,
The
clop?
two hooves. They
Clop,
clopped.
clop, clop, all right.
Coconut, coconut.
No, wait, no, don't do that. That's terrible. You don't know about the cloppers.
All right, so join us next time when Knights go to anger management.
Oh my god, no, it
Banging
is.
together
Okay.
frozen coconut.
Okay, so we are.
Next week.
Alright, so for next week, like, I can't even fathom the amount of epicness that is about
There's
to
gonna
happen.
be so much
we already
screaming.
know right now the battle that is about to happen next week. It costs twice as much to film as the Battle of the Bastards. It took them 55 days of night shoots to film this, and they have already said that it has broken the record, and it is the longest consecutive battle in TV or film history.
Oh my god.
It's gonna be.
We're
there's
not
gonna be-
ready. We're not
There's
ready.
gonna be so much screaming in this room. There's
Kate
gonna
won't
be
be
so
here.
much
There
crying.
will be tears.
There will be
Kate
throwing
won't be here.
things.
I might
There
be
will be
here.
so
I
much
don't know
drinking.
yet.
There will be so much.
What did you just say?
She said Kate
So,
might not be here.
what you wanna
She's
do
like,
I'm
is-
sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm trying
What?
to land this plane. I'm trying to land the plane.
Okay,
We'll
talk
discuss
about
it
that
later.
after the show.
so
everybody-
I'm shooketh.
Come join us next week when we continue our watch party. Not to the drunk watch. Game of Thrones. Watch episode 3, Battle of Winterfell. I'm the least drunk of all of them. Trust.
I'm emotional in many ways right now.
Anybody else? Have last minute predictions, really quickly.
Everybody's gonna die.
There's not
Ice
enough.
spiders! Ice spiders! No? Okay.
All right, Andrew, take us out.
Please don't hashtag
But we
pop
should
up.
mention,
Okay.
if you're watching this
Sure.
on YouTube, that if you want to participate in the live chat, which no one chatted with us tonight,
I did.
except for me and Kate, and if we're one of the two of the three, then the third is probably Boone. So,
He's not a Patreon subscriber.
well, but I don't know, maybe it's your account. I don't know. Anyway, subscribe to Patreon for $1
A month.
and $1 a month.
It's literally $2 as of
for
right
like
now.
2 months, really, if you're a Game of Thrones fan.
We just want to talk
And
to people. Join us.
You can
please.
chalk with us on the channel while we're doing
We're gonna have so many feelings.
the this live chat, which we do every week
That's right.
after the episode.
All right.
Talk of the
So
walk.
we are
Word.
the Knights of the Drunk Watch.
And
now
our talk
has
has
ended.
ended.
We'll see
I'm
you
so
next week,
scared.
everybody.
I'm scared.
I'm
As
too.
happy as I was earlier, I am now
God, I
terrified.
got more dragon glass.
So I have Monday and Tuesday off, so we're going to stay an extra night next weekend at the cabin.